Welcome to Talking Pop Culture. We're here with the power of the internet, and we have Mark. We've done it on StreamYards. We've got Mark in here. How you been, Mark?
I've been okay. How have you been?
Good, mate. Good, mate. Good, mate. I'm just trying to figure out if we've got sound going. Can you hear the sound on there? Yep. All right, we've got the sound going. Just make sure we're not getting no technical difficulties. But yeah, I'm going good, man. It's been a while.
This is a first, isn't it? That's nice.
Yeah, still in lockdown, so hopefully they ease it up, mate, and hopefully you can get back here and we can make some more videos. But we're going to talk about Titans first, and then we're going to jump into Heels, which obviously both love wrestling, so we thought we might talk about this show as well. Now, I'm having a bit of internet technical difficulties, so if you're watching and we freeze, forgive me. I will come back and Mark will keep control. But yes, so let's get into it, Titans. We'll talk about we'll talk about all 5 episodes since we haven't been doing it weekly, and then hopefully we can get back to doing this every week. So what do you think of the first 5 episodes? What have you enjoyed? What are you expecting? Like personally, I'm loving all the character references we're getting. Like on episode 5, we got Superman, Lex Luthor, we got Two-Face, and just all the character references. What I'm loving most, but
got a bit of Catwoman goggles and Whip and the ventriloquist. Yeah, well, obviously spoilers of anybody's.
Yes, spoiler
because it's not really out in Australia yet. So
no, it's not. No, it's not. We've been watching it through the power of HBO Max.
Exactly right. Yeah. So you can always find a way, can't you? But
I always find a way.
I liked it. The few episodes here and there have been. It feels like the dialogue's just a bit forced. Like the storyline with Corey and what's it?
Garth.
Blackfire.
Yeah.
Just doesn't feel like a. It doesn't feel like a rival yet. Like they don't. I just wasn't feeling that one. Like Corey's. Nothing wrong with the actors at the moment. I just feel like the dialogue's just a little bit obvious towards things, and they're just a bit robotic. But other than that, I really like the storyline. I like the character development. Obviously, the episode 5, the Red Hood one, I really loved today.
So that was like an in-depth about all of him and how it. Because I was always trying to figure out, like, how's this guy came back alive? Are they going to do the Lazarus Pit? And well, they did.
Yeah. Well, another thing too, like I guess it's a plot thing, but we can pick and choose plot things here and there.
Yeah.
How did he become a gun specialist?
Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah.
Batman wouldn't have taught him to be a gun specialist. So, but that's okay. We'll let it slide. But
how you liking the darker tone and a lot of swearing and the.
That's my next. If I had to nitpick something, which is not much in Titans, because I am enjoying it, it is the swearing is forced. Like there's a few times they drop the F-bomb. You really need to put it in there. Like they're just doing it because they know they can do it. Especially sometimes with Jason. I know Jason will drop the F-bomb, but it's merely pure anger. But he just drops it in normal sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm starting to come around, even though he's old. The Bruce Wayne. I'm
not minding it too now.
I'm coming around. I like it, and I
want to see him fight. I want to see how he fights, like being at his age.
Well, he's 60 years old. The actor. I checked on. Like he's in good shape.
Yeah.
I'm really liking Scarecrow a lot.
Oh, how good! He's outstanding. I'm really enjoying the dark take, like on episode 5 when he was dancing and doing all that kind of stuff. Like I was like when he ripped the bong in like the 2nd episode, and then he did it, I think, again in the 5th episode. I was just like, I can't believe they've like did that for starters. But I mean, I really like the Scarecrow. I don't know who the actor is, but he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, there was a lot of I see it on internet. I don't know if it's true, but I've seen on the internet there was a lot of complaints about him. Which I don't know. So But anyway, I think he's doing a magnificent job, and Scarecrow's an underrated character, and I'm really liked how he's bringing it to life, how smart he is, and the backstory, and yeah, I'm enjoying him the most, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you reckon after he's took the report? Got our first viewer here reporting for nudity. You won't know, Mark. I actually got an email from YouTube saying that they pulled this down because of nudity in the thumbnail.
Oh,
the live stream, and I had to appeal it and say, well, hang on, because of the wrestler Ace's nipple was poking out, and I had to say, hang on a minute. Like, there's heaps of thumbnails, even like when I'm on AEW watching their videos, all their thumbnails have wrestlers half naked. Like, why am I getting in trouble for this? So I had to appeal. So I eventually won the appeal, which is good. You know, it's like a bloody court case. But yes, that's what he's saying, because I told Lee from Whack Comics there that I am in some shit here, and if he's ever seen something like this, because it's a bit weird. But we go back at the Scarecrow.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm guessing when he stole the liquid, the gas, he also stole the mask, and we're gonna get this Scarecrow in the mask.
I think so. Yeah. Obviously, he's the mastermind behind all of it, so he's just got a massive plan.
Yeah.
He wants to take over the city. He's got, obviously, the thing that hurts Batman the most now, and it's his protege. So that's Batman's failed project that he's got now. So now he finally has something over Batman, which is what he's always wanted.
Yeah.
So everything else he's not afraid of Scarecrow to take over. So, yeah, it's interesting to see where it goes.
Because I'm like another complaint that I keep hearing, and I want to get your take on it as well, is that they're doing too much Batman story based and not Titans story, like villain wise, and being in San Francisco, and that they're actually they're into Gotham, and they're focusing more on the Batman story.
Well, it is. It's Gotham related, I guess, and it's more of a Red Hood story at the moment, which honestly I like. Probably a little bit better than Titans, to be honest.
I still can't take him serious though, because he's like when he's suited up, I can take him serious. But as soon as he takes off his mask and that, the actor just looks too young. He looks like a bit of a pretty boy. Pardon me. He's got to be all roughened up.
Yeah, he does a little bit. He's a little bit small too. Like I know Jason's pretty small in the comics, but
yeah,
he's a little bit more toned and buff.
Sean's just joined us, so hey Sean, no worries, been late, mate. No rush. We're going to be here, I think, for another 20 minutes or so, because we're only talking about Titans at the moment. Then we're going to get into Heels. Don't know if you're watching them, Sean, Titans and Heels, but recommend you do watch them. What else?
That's another thing with Red Hood too. Like as you said, it's hard when he takes the mask off. He does have that squirmy voice as well. It's just not what I pictured Red Hood to sound like.
Yeah.
He's the actor's name. But as I said, they're little nitpicks. I mean, like, what can you do? But, I think you're frozen again. So I'll go on again. So on to, if anybody has not seen it, Hank's death is another one as well. So it was a little bit too obvious that Jason was setting him up, and I just thought that Hank should have been a little bit smarter. But and then Dove fell for his trick as well, and that was my main nitpicks of the episodes. But I'm also
here we go. I'm back. I told
all right, here we go.
Said at the start that my internet's been real shit at the moment, so it's going to be times where I'm going to freeze out for a bit. But yeah, Mark will keep you guys company until I can get back in. What else? What have I not really enjoyed on this show? Like you were saying, like I think they're going over the top with the swearing. Sean here hasn't watched any of the shows, but he's just dropping in for the support. Thanks, Sean. That's why I love you, mate. That's why I sent you out a $15 Amazon gift card for all the support that you show the show. So we appreciate it. But yeah, like you were saying, I feel that the swearing is just going too much. I feel I like that it's Batman based, but at the same time, it's like I've seen all this before. Like, well, we haven't seen Red Hood, but I don't like him focusing too much on Gotham. So I don't know. I'm hoping at some point, because we've got Hawk and Dove are gone now.
Well, Dove's still around, but she's no.
Yeah, but she's left. Like, she's obviously not going to do it because Hawk. Spoilers alerts. If you haven't watched the show, like, obviously dies, but and then she pisses off. That's her way of she's not coming back. So they've got to replace them. So they've got to bring in a couple more characters. I'm hoping, but they killed him off in a flashback in season 2, Aqualad. So I was hoping Aqualad and we'll get the proper, the proper legit Titans team. And then there was Donna Troy is obviously going to come back. I reckon she'll get resurrected, and Raven will come back eventually.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how this shows. Do you reckon he'll end up Red Hood will come good, like the comics, or do you reckon?
Kind of seems like he is at the end of that episode. Look, he can be saved. He can be saved. Like, he's still there. Like, he wants to do good, but he thinks he's too far gone, and it's just a matter of if they can pull him back. I don't think he's ever going to be good by Dick. I mean, like, what's Dick Grayson going to think now after he's killed Hank? I can't see them forgiving him. He killed Hank.
Well, Donna. Not Donna, freaking, what's her name? Killed Hank, but he did obviously set it up. But that's the thing I'm worried about. Like, but then Dick will obviously, because Bruce killed Joker. Like, remember in that scene, he comes to the crowbar and he drops it. Like, I know a lot of people copped heat, didn't like that, the fact that Batman killed, but I like it. I see it as this Batman's just freaking had enough. You know what I mean? Like, he's just had enough. He's done with it. He's just over the life. So I'm curious to see when Bruce comes back and Dick. I tell you what, that fight scene in episode 5 with Dick and Grayson. Dick and Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 4 was in the woods. That was probably my favorite scene so far with the show.
I like that. Yeah, I really like him, Dick Grayson. Again, in this, he's been amazing. Like, he, again, as well with the guy that acts as Scarecrow, he's a class above the rest of everybody else.
Yeah,
you can just tell.
Yeah. So, what are your expectations? What do you think? What's your theory of how this is all going to end?
He's frozen again. So I'll see if I'll answer his question when he comes back on. But not really a person, like, I'm a type of person that feels the flow and not really tries to make predictions. But I guess there's plenty with Scarecrow being involved, and Red Hood. I think he's eventually going to do the right thing, but obviously he's still going to have to go to jail. Oh, you back?
That doing my editing.
All right, so I was just keeping on talking. So I think, like, I don't know what's going to happen with this, actually, because there's a lot of doors left open.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen with this Blackfire. I don't really trust her. Like, obviously she's going to do something. Whether that's going to connect with Red Hood and Scarecrow, I don't know. But obviously, it's just going to be a simple. Scarecrow's got to have a massive plan to really take over the fear of everybody. Some sort of power trip. Red Hood's going to be there until the end, and I reckon he's going to turn too good, but obviously it's too late. He's either going to die again, or they're going to have to arrest him, or it's going to be another kind of like a Han Solo and Anakin Skywalker in the third one. It's going to be like they don't want to fight each other, but they have to because, that's about as good as I can do. I don't, not 100% really good at predictions. I just sort of go with the flow and go, oh, I think that might happen, but, we could throw crap at the wall all we want. Something might stick.
Well, that's it. Well, I'm thinking that because Red Hood's such a loved character, I think he's gonna get a spin-off show. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna at the end, he's just whatever, he'll come good, help take down Scarecrow, and then he'll piss off because obviously Dick won't be able to forgive him in that. And he'll piss off, and I reckon we'll get a Red Hood show. Just that'd be stupid not to, personally, because Red Hood's a very popular character at the moment. He's got the spotlight, and by doing that, you can have Doom Patrol, Titans, and then the Red Hood show all in the same universe. So I think that's
kind of like what Marvel did with Punisher, right? He was in Daredevil the second season of Daredevil, and Daredevil just lets him go, just parts his own ways, and then all of a sudden, he goes to another city, I guess.
Yeah.
And we get a Red Hood spin-off, like you said. Yeah, I think there's every bit. He's gonna figure it out and go, maybe killing people is not the way to go, or something like that. But yeah, and Scarecrow's not the right person to be sided with. So.
Yeah, now, Sean, I'm telling you, watch it, mate. It's obviously got to start from season 1 if you haven't started, but it is a good show. It is very different, very dark, very gritty. If you're used to Marvel and that, you're going to be completely shocked, and yeah, it's a bit different. But yeah, I think that's about it with the Titans. I think it's time now for Heels, which, man, I'm absolutely... We're only 2 episodes in, so there's not really going to be any spoilers for this because nothing really is there to spoil, to be honest. Like,
just the end match of the first episode.
Oh yeah. But mate, I tell you what, though, that first episode, did it get you thinking at the end of it? How much did you think about the screw job with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels?
Oh, no, not till now, obviously.
When that happened, I was like, oh man, they've full done the screw job, the Montreal screw job.
Yeah, wow.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. So yeah, I expected it to be good. Like I heard they were promoting it pretty well, and then all of a sudden I just go, oh yeah, I'll give that a go. Like I don't know how much money they pumped into it, but just the storyline was just amazing.
Just real quick, Sean. Yeah, it is. Titans is really a lot more darker than Daredevil. If you enjoy Daredevil, you'll like Titans. But what I love about Heels is it gives you that kind of behind the scene with the script writing of the matches. It's giving you that what it's really like, and obviously how wrestling because wrestling started in those little country towns. Like, where are they? They're in Florida, aren't they?
No, they're in Georgia.
That's it, Georgia.
Near Atlanta.
Yeah, Georgia, and I like how they got the rival. They got like the ECW kind of hardcore rival. But it's just good to. The only thing I find weird is Stephen Amell. Every time he does his accent, it change. Like you can hear that Arrow accent as well as like sometimes the Georgia accent kind of drops.
The Georgia accent, but he's Canadian, obviously. So and Georgia's really a different sort of accent, like The Walking Dead's Georgia. So like the main character in Walking Dead did that. Like Rick, he did that Georgia, but he's British, but he did that Georgia accent really well.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different accent, Georgia.
What are you liking? What are you disliking about this Hills? I know, mate. Well, tomorrow's the 3rd episode, but
yeah. Well, I actually really love all the side characters. Like the character development is amazing.
Yeah.
Like all his friends, even the girlfriend, the younger girl who's with
his ringside girl.
Yeah. So I'm liking her character development. Obviously, all the 3 mates that are always sticking around. The one who's supposed to be Mexican and stuff like that, and that really one that's not is pretty clueless.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. That's good humor. Like,
I loved in the second episode he dressed up. He kind of painted himself green, and he's like, "I got a new character."
Yeah. And obviously James Harrison as well, like the ex-football player. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a hardcore Cincinnati Bengals fan, so with a passion, my most hated sports team is Pittsburgh Steelers. So I've dealt with him for like 15 years. And he came to the Bengals for 1 year though, but he didn't play very well.
Yeah,
but
I like the one that in the last episode where he was complaining that he wants a total shot. I like him. He's probably my favorite besides the 2 main characters. I like that character probably besides the two brothers. I really like that character and the mum. His wife. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I'm just. It's only in the early seasons, but I see Rotten Tomatoes have it at 100% still after 2 episodes.
Makes sense. Like, I mean,
I've never seen a show at 100%. Like, obviously, it'll probably drop after tomorrow's episode, but I've never seen a show at 100%.
But still, when you think about it, all the Stan subscribers would have had seen it, and and for it to not to get a bad review, it's a pretty impressive effort.
Yeah,
even after 2 episodes. So yeah.
Stephen Stephen Kendra just gave you a bit of a message saying Beagles suck.
Righto, Steve. He told me he was going to say that. Good on, Steve. We're Super Bowl champs this year, I swear.
I haven't watched, mate. I haven't watched NFL in a very long time. I think last time I watched it, I think it was St. Louis Rams were in the finals. When was that?
Oh, good Lord, a long time ago, because they're not St. Louis Rams anymore.
yeah, because they're Los Angeles Rams now, aren't they?
Los Angeles. They made the Super Bowl when they were Los Angeles, though.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, no, I used to be hard in it when I was working weekends and had days off during the week and that. I used to watch it all. Yeah,
I get up at 3 a.m. to watch it live every Monday morning. So.
But now this Hills has got me wanting to watch wrestling again though as well. Not only that, we did get a CM Punk return, so that's definitely.
And he's going to be in the show.
Oh, he's going to be on the show too. I actually seen that yesterday when I was flicking through the on IMDb. He's casted. Is he? Do you know if he's going? Because I didn't read it. I just seen him as a casted member. Is he wrestling? Is he going to be on probably a promotion, like a promotion?
Apparently, a mate told me at work, which Stephen Kindred would know the dude. He's going to have a long blonde hair wig or something like that, or he's going to have a wig or something like that. We might not notice him apart from the tattoos. Yeah. So I don't know if he's going to wrestle. I'm sure he will. CM Punk.
Oh yeah. No, I'll be like I said, I've seen him. I'm like, I can't wait. I'm hoping it's in this season as well that we get it. Because that will be really, really good. But his return, I was just watching like all the videos from AEW over the last couple of days because his return from, there was one with him and Christian in the ring, and man, I think we're in for another WCW versus WWF kind of rival. Wow. And I think with this show as well, like it's going to start, like I said, like watching this show made me, it just so happens the CM Punk and the show happened at the same time. Like it's I think wrestling's going to finally come back now that AEW and this show. Just to be honest, because I know I stopped watching because I got over the WWE's, shitty gimmicks and just crappy storylines. Yeah. And this show does take kind of, shows you, how the shitty storylines and the shitty characters and how it all works.
You've got to grab the crowd whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping, like, obviously at the end of the second episode, he turns around and goes, I want to be, the main star. I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want them to ever boo me again. I was like, nah, man, you guys should be tag team partners.
Well, that's what I reckon is going to happen because the
show's and it's going to be bad guys.
Yeah, they're both going to be tag team bad guys. Yeah, that bar fight, it just set it up. It's just like they would be an awesome bad guys. They would be the two of them. And she's going to be there with them as well, being the bad girl as well.
I reckon she's going to wrestle soon. She will finally. I think after they saw that Hurricanrana that she done, I think she'll get a wrestling gig.
Hopefully, she takes down James Harrison.
But I love that scene with those three blokes in the hospital when they're buying the teddy bear, the elephant, and the panda. I was really enjoying that.
Your shit's not about my shit; it's about their shit.
And the lady walks out, and the guy's like, you have a nice day. Like that's what I like about the show. It's different, and it's wrestling. You know what I mean? Like. I never thought they'd be able to pull off a show about wrestling. Like I've seen that one that was on Netflix with the girls. Yeah, I've seen all those ones.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of it, but
it's low. I didn't mind that.
Glow, that, yeah. And then I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes. But then, yeah, with this Hills, like I'm just like, wow, they actually can make a wrestling show interesting.
Mm.
So I'm
Yeah.
curious. I'm curious. I was hoping though we'll get more wrestlers having appearances, like actual wrestlers.
I thought so too, but is it CW or like? Seems like it's CW.
Nah, in America it's Stars.
Stars.
It's a
Okay.
streaming server called Stars in America. Where here, what do we got it on? Stan. Isn't it Stan?
Yeah,
We've got it on.
Stan, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Stan is like how the streaming works is ridiculous. That's why HBO Max hasn't come to Australia, and I think it won't be for another 3-4 years until all the rights are, because Stan and Binge and Netflix all have the rights for all Warner Brother kind of material. So until they get all the rights back and the licensing, that's why we won't have HBO Max.
Yeah.
And then I think like, because we got Disney, we got Star on Disney. Because that's what I thought. I thought it was Star on Disney. I thought, oh, it's going to be on the Disney Star thing, because they do TV shows as well. And when I went on there, I couldn't find it. I was spewing. So
that's Mighty Ducks Star, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I seen that then when I seen it on Stan, I was like, I don't have Stan. Then luckily my dad got Stan literally the week that Hills come out. So I was like, cool, you take my Netflix, I'm taking your Stan.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. Every time when I think about cutting Stan, something comes out.
Yeah.
Like, we just finished watching that Dr. Death on Stan.
I'll give that a go. I was flicking through it. I seen that, and I seen Godfathers of Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's a couple seasons in. I'm thinking about jumping on that, but I realize Stan's a lot of just TV shows. There's not really much movies.
There's old school movies. Like if you want to look up a classic, Stan's your way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you rate?
The Universe and stuff like that's on there, and a heap of Stallone movies. Everything.
Yeah, I've got Golfs on DVD.
Yeah,
the remastered HD version.
Oh, I can't imagine that'd be much better.
No, I don't know how people knock that movie off. I don't mind it, man.
Quality wise, I mean, like
quality wise,
the movie's not bad.
A lot of people knock it off. Like when all people were pissed off about the show, on Netflix. I was like, I know it's worse than the movie. It's like, well, the movie wasn't ever that bad.
No, not really. Like for its time, it's all right.
Yeah. Well, for when it was. Yeah.
Like even like all those movies back then for that time, like Conan. Look at Conan. Like you'll watch it now and you just go, oh. But for its time, it was all right.
Well, we got Shawnee. He said he listened to the Dr. Death podcast, but haven't seen the show.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, do you know the story behind Dr. Death?
Oh, I have no idea. Is it a book, was it?
No. He's actually, he was a real character. It's a true story. Like, he was a surgeon.
Yeah.
But he just didn't know what to do. And he just conned everybody in knowing what he did. He killed 33 patients out of like 50 surgeries just because he didn't know what to do. Like Joshua Jackson's the main character as Dr. Death in it.
Yeah.
He plays an amazing character. But you're watching it just going, I can't believe this actually fucking happened.
Is it just first series out or?
It's just one series because it's just the story of him. Like it's 9 episodes or something like that. We knocked it out in 2 nights. Like it was so interesting. Like how did he get away with it? He was just a con artist. Like he just believed he was God. And he just went in, like there was even footage of him doing football. He didn't know left and right. He didn't know they go run right and he'd run left because he just didn't know. And then he became a surgeon and he didn't know left or right. And he just conned his way in, just acted the part. And because the medical system is like you recommend like you don't want to know that you produced someone that's incompetent. So the university gave him great recommendations. So
yeah, I might have to suss it out. I'll have to check it out because Shawnee says there's 2 seasons of the podcast as well. So
Yeah,
Well, I'll have to jump on it. Like, I kind of don't like those shows because then I won't want to go to the freaking doctors myself.
Oh man, if you're going to get surgery, do not watch that show.
Stephen says Godfather of Harlem, awesome series in my opinion. Well, then I want to watch. I think it's 3 seasons now, so
yeah,
I might start if I have another day off during the week. I might start it and start watching it. But I'm just worried, like, if I know those gangster kind of shows and movies, man. When I watch them, I get really like I'll binge it. You know what I mean? Like, if I really enjoy it. I wanted to watch that Power, but I think it's too. I don't really want to jump on it now because they're doing all these spin-off shows as well. And
yeah, there's just so many shows that you can binge. It's just like where do we start? Where do we end?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
and now Thornier says first one was a con, second one was a money grabber. I'm guessing that's the podcasts.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting story because I looked him up as I was watching it.
That's Pacey from Dawson's Creek, ain't it? That's Joshua Jackson?
Yeah, Joshua Jackson from Mighty Ducks.
Carl from Mighty Ducks. Far out. Oh,
Christian Slater's in it too, and I haven't heard about Christian Slater since the 90s.
Christian Slater? Who was Christian Slater? What are you playing?
Mate, Christian Slater was an actor back in the 90s. Broken Arrow. Have you seen that one?
Yeah. Which one's he in Broken Arrow?
He's the main character, not Travolta. He's the main character in that. Robin Hood. You like Robin Hood, right?
Yeah.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was the long lost brother, the one that the ratty one.
Yeah. Now they talking Prince of. I haven't watched that movie for a while either. That Robin Hood one.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually I think actually the one with our boy, the Aussie bloke, was my favorite. Robin Hood. Who was it? Who played him? What's his name?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Yeah. That's something I remember watching a TV show of Robin Hood. I can't remember. It was only 2 or 3 seasons. But there was a Robin Hood show and I absolutely loved it. And I'm spewing it. I think I only went for 3 seasons. I was spewing it, stopped. Didn't get redone, but that's what they need to bring back. Like, I know we got like your Green Arrow, but that's finished now. But we do definitely need a Robin Hood. I'm a sucker for murder podcasts. You're scaring me now, Sean. You're scaring me now, mate.
What does he think about H.H. Holmes?
H.H. Holmes. On another note, looking forward to The Boys. Not sure when the new season is coming out. I did actually see that on Amazon Prime. I think it's next month, maybe the month after.
Because they definitely finished it. They finished it like months ago.
Yeah, I thought it was end of September. I think I seen end of September, or maybe there was something on Stan that I saw that's September that I liked. Oh yeah, there was that. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of Stan, but I thought it was September, October. It wouldn't be too far away.
It'd be before the end of the year for sure, I reckon.
Yeah, because it usually crosses over the year. Because they usually release the 3 and then they release the one after each other. But that that I'm looking forward to. I like the comic. I got over it. I tried reading the comic, but I just didn't quite enjoy it. But
No. The show's so good, and I'm looking forward to Jason Eccles as Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens there. Well, there we have it. There's our first live cast. So, what do you rate? What's your rating so far for Titans and Heels before we go out of 10? How are you finding it so far?
Well, Titans, I'd just go for pretty much at the moment. I'd go for just a solid 6.5. I think just because I think the swearing, as we were saying, is just forced, and seems robotic. A few of the actors, but then other actors are sort of holding them up pretty well. So, but I do like the direction, and I love the Red Hood story. So but then Heels, I'm going to go with 9. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. How about you?
Well, I'm going to give Titans an 8.5. Like you're saying, I think the swearing's a bit too overboard. The Starfire kind of side story's kind of boring me a bit. Because that's what I found. Like when that's episode 3, they were going back and forth from each storyline, and it just kind of felt really boring. So that's that for Titans. But Heels definitely a 9, maybe even a 9.5. I'm just really enjoying it. Once something gets me back in love with something that I haven't watched for so long, it's definitely going to enjoy it. But there you go, guys. There you have it. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dropping in your comments. We'll have another, hopefully, live feed next week at the same time. Maybe, don't know, we'll figure it out during the week, but we'll probably be doing this until we can finally get out of lockdown and be able to visit. So everyone else around Australia, stay strong. Well, in Victoria and New South Wales, I think everywhere else is free, but everyone in Vic and New South Wales, stay strong. Hopefully we all get through this soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I will do a 400 subscriber video giveaway sometime during the week. Get it up. Sean, I will do your Dragon Ball Z video. Probably I'll record it tomorrow, so I'll get that up during the week as well for you. Even though I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, but we'll see how we go. Thanks, Mark. We'll hopefully catch up soon. Everyone, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Peace.